Hi, welcome to Scriptures Unveiled. And today we're talking part 3 on the Word of God.
Thanks for joining us.
And I'm going to summarize. And Paul in the first one was reminding them or redirecting them, like us today, not to rely on the physical written word. The physical written word.
Yes.
It's a secondary source.
Yes.
It's not to be our primary source.
Yes.
It's not that we don't want it, it's just that it needs to be, we need to focus more that we are the Word.
Yes.
And he speaks that in the second verse.
Yes.
That he says that you are our letter written in our hearts, known and read by men.
Yes.
So we are the Word.
Yes. And that is the understanding that we're to have. It's not that we're saying don't ever read the Bible. No, what we're saying is if you're reading the Bible apart from understanding you alone are the Word of God, then what you're doing is you're reading it through your intellect. And when you're reading it through your intellect, there's that conditioning and that program of you reading the scriptures, trying to become it, or reading it from the basis of what you've been taught or what you've been formed to believe about it. So it's not coming from the heart. And that's what they were doing here. Paul was trying to redirect them to don't look at the Bible as being apart from it, but understand that this is written in your heart, that this is you. You know, let your heart resonate, let the spirit within you resonate, but not allowing the Bible to be the source itself.
Right.
So this is what we were saying, don't allow the Bible to be your primary source of knowing or discovering who you are.
Right, and I know one thing that broke me off is, that question arose in me that was like, can you spiritually expand without the Bible?
Yeah.
And the answer is yes.
Absolutely.
I'm not ditching the Bible, but you can expand.
Yes.
The Bible's meant to be a stepping stone, not a stumbling block.
Absolutely.
And it's become a stumbling block for many.
Many, because they're reading it apart from that understanding that they are. Right. And this is what Paul was redirecting them. He was saying in 1 Corinthians 3, or 2 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians 3:3, he was saying, being manifested that you are a letter of Christ, cared for by us, written not with ink, but with the Spirit of the living God, not on tablets of stone, but on tablets of human hearts. And I love this because that word being manifested in the Greek is appear. So what he's trying to say, when you allow it to resonate in your heart, being manifested, you will appear. Not your intellect, but you.
Right.
You
our true being.
Our true being. Wow. Yes, it will be unveiled. And for the first time, we're introduced to us. We are introduced to who we truly are. We appear. And it says that you are the letter of Christ. We're the love letter. We are the Bible.
Yep. And Jesus said that, the Word became flesh.
Yes.
And as Jesus is, we are in this world, right?
Yes. As he is. And we're
living epistles.
Living epistles.
Yep.
Yes. And it says cared for by us.
Yeah, and in the Greek, I looked that up, and that means having been ministered to serve, literally to kick up the dust. So kick up the dust is stirring within. It's not an outward, you see the dust flying when you're, a horse or your truck or whatever going across dry ground. It's a kicking up of inside of us.
Yes.
The dust is clearing the veil, the dust, the stuff. But you got to kick it up.
Yeah, you do. Got to stir up that gift.
It has to be stirred up.
Yes.
And written not with ink. So it's interesting. Ink in the Greek means black.
Yeah.
And so that's an allegory of blindness.
Yeah.
Or being veiled.
Oh, the veil. Yes.
Because it's they see no color.
Yes.
It's just black and white. And so this is when we see God outwardly.
Yes.
And we're seeing things outside. So you see an outside God. You see heaven out and hell outside, and all these things you're seeing outside.
Yes. It's with the veil. It's black. It's just ink. Yes.
It's ink.
Yes.
So and then not on tablets of stone. So tablets is a molding board.
Yeah.
And in the Greek, it's to form or to mold. And I think, that may have something to do with molding that, like I said, that consciousness. You know how you said
Yeah.
that we've been conditioned?
Yes.
So that's that reconditioning.
Yes.
Like our mind. We've been molded and conditioned. So now there's got to be a unmolding
Yes.
or another
A
remolding.
deconstruction. Yes.
And stone is the allegory really for a closed heart.
Yes.
It's when you're going by reason or intellect.
Yes.
So, where you read things at face value.
Yes.
And, you read it literally.
Yep, you do. And it's crazy because the ink, which is the opposite, we see here, it says not in ink, but with the spirit. We're seeing the opposites because the ink is black.
Yes.
But then the spirit, that is the light. That is the true
Right,
essence
so
of
like dark and light. Right.
dark and light. Yes, the veil and then the light. It says, but with the spirit of the living God. And once again, that living God is that living God within.
Right.
That is that word being made flesh. That is us. That's that living word within us through the spirit that's alive.
Wow, yeah.
And that is who we are. I love the opposites that he's
Yes,
using
and then
here.
there's an opposite with the tablets of stone,
Yeah.
the tablets of the human hearts. Yeah, that's opposites.
Yep.
And so we can be so fooled by the ego,
Yes.
and so that's why, just reading it at face value, we can really be fooled.
Yes.
So really, it's just so important for us to just not go by the intellect,
Yes, but-
and just go, within.
We within.
And we do know all things. We can remember. It's a
Yes.
remembering
Yes.
of who we are.
Yes, it is. And that's what he's meaning when it says human hearts. Because even that human heart's opposite of stone is soft. It's flesh.
Yeah,
That's what human is. We are the incarnation of the word. I always say that we're wrapped, we are the divinity, wrapped in this
in
human.
this bodysuit.
Yes, it is. Coated with the coloring of our skin. Literally,
Yeah.
that is.
Like the different colors of clothes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so that
So I
is-
think that's wrapping it up. So we're not
Yes.
disregarding the Bible. It's just that we're just saying that we are the
Yes.
living word. We are the word.
We're the impression of God.
Yep. So thanks for watching. And if you'd like, make a comment, hit the like button and subscribe.
Thank you.